Howdy Beans, welcome back to another Chaturdays. Listening to more chill lo-fi, and this time I have a friend with me.
I'm the friend. Sorry.
This is MrMcHeadBang for those of you who somehow are not acquainted with him, since he's on my channel quite frequently and I am on his frequently. He will be linked in the description, and there will be a little information card that comes in the top right, because that's where they come from.
Hey, intro
Yay!
cards.
I've decided to start using those now, because those are fun.
Oh yeah,
I can make
I can
funny
go.
things.
Hey you.
I can add funny things in scenes and be like, here's a link to something. Like if you'll watch my Dandra video,
Mm-hmm.
there I had one come across like after I said, or no, it wasn't Dandra, it was FTL, and I said, if her channel's not up right now, I'm an idiot. And then this card popped out. I'm not an idiot.
That's great.
Oh man. So, what have you been up to this past week, my friend?
I got a new job.
Ooh. I know you mentioned that
Um,
to me, but I don't know if my audience knows about that.
I don't know if they do. Yeah. Just so your audience knows, I work full time as well as YouTube. That's why things are hectic for me. Um, I I was about to say I play. No, I work as a CNC machinist, which um,
I roleplay as a machinist.
line. No,
See, end scene. Can we get that again? Your eye lines weren't correct. We aren't even recording face cams. What?
no.
Oh.
Oh boy. But yeah, for those of you that don't know what machining is, it's pretty cool actually. If you like coding and you like working with your hands, then this would actually be the field for you, I'd say. You you program machines to cut parts out of metal, which um, I wish that like fancy dancy boom editing, all of a sudden you see some of the parts that I make, but for legal reasons, potentially, and for the lack of editing on the bean can, which is fine. That's how he does things.
That's
You just have to envision it.
If I had known would talk about this beforehand, I would have just added it into the PowerPoint that I use, because I'm lazy and this is PowerPoint, so I could just click to the next screen and be like, whoa,
Hey,
and then go
that's
back.
cool. Well, for anyone that wants to know what a machinist makes, literally just look up anything metal, like buildings, buses, bus stops. I don't know.
Buildings, buses, bus stops. I love how those are like the first like couple of things. Like everybody is like in like a building, but like people don't really use bus stops these days. It's kind of like you don't see that very often.
Okay, well then I'll make it relatable. Uber cars.
Uber cars, like sinks and like faucet nozzles and things, like
Yeah.
practical stuff.
hmm But
Friend,
yeah, that's what I do.
yep. I think it's really cool, kind of having all the like the machining bit, because I watch a lot of there's this guy on YouTube, Alex Steele, who I mean he does some machining, but what he's mainly does a lot of forging and stuff, and it's
Yeah.
really cool watching him use things. And he's like, for any machinist out there, like every once in a while he'll like do something. He's like, I know you're not supposed to do this, but it works, so I'm gonna do it anyway. He's like, sorry, machinists.
Yeah.
Yeah, so go check
Oh
him
boy.
out. I love his content. For anybody wondering what's been up with me, I recently put a deposit down to go to college.
Ooh,
I'm not
college.
gonna say which one because I don't want y'all finding me. But unless I know
What
you.
if I want to find you?
Well, I can tell you after this recording. But I think you already know where I'm going.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that.
Yeah. So that's exciting. I picked my room. I don't know my roommate. I need to go, like, call the person or, like, send them a message like, hey, I'm gonna be in the same room as you. Can I, like, get to know you before we, like, room? Uh,
Yeah.
it's like, yeah.
Please let me know you first.
In fact, may even shoot them this video. So if you're watching this, Mr. Your Name here, because I'm not gonna say your name either for
Legal
reasons.
reason.
For legal reasons, it's probably not even illegal. You probably just don't want your name on the internet. But hello,
I just
you.
like
If you're
saying it.
watching this, hi. I'm your roommate, and these are my friends. This is one of my friends.
You are stuck with us for the
Yeah.
rest of your
uh, friend of mine is a friend of
life.
Aiden's, so you know
Oh,
you get stuck with. I hope I didn't just volunteer that.
now I'm curious, but I mean, later.
No, I'm no. Well, you don't know I just said that because a lot of my friends are your friends, at least on Discord. So
Oh, that's true. Yeah, I
it
just kind of
happens that way. You'll probably meet at some point at like, I don't know, game night or something.
meet the friends, meet all the
I'll
friends.
invite you to come over.
Yeet.
Oh, for anybody wondering about the background music, this is Star Wars Lo-Fi that I found on YouTube somewhere, which I will link in the description, or maybe another channel card that comes out from the top right.
He totally surprised me with this one. Is just listening, and all of a sudden it gets to a part that like everyone knows it's Star Wars, and I'm like, my goodness, this guy's doing Star Wars lo-fi.
Yeah, no, see, I love Star Wars, and like, since will probably end up sending this to my my roommate, I like Star Wars and Lord of the Rings, which aren't
Yeah,
in my bio for my housing stuff, because I ran out of space, because there's a lot of things I want to talk about, and not enough space to talk about it all.
that is a very you thing.
Why are the bios so short for those? I don't understand.
I don't either.
Like, I
I run out
understand
of.
they don't want you to write like a book in those, but like to explain like the things you enjoy, it's a very small amount of space.
No, please let me write a book.
It's-
You walk up and you're like, "This is my bio," and it's your autobiography.
it's set down like a giant dictionary worth of stuff.
Good. Yeah.
Oh man,
Um. Yeah. Let's see.
we didn't
Oh
plan any
yeah.
of this.
This week, I did 50 hours of work. I think it was 50. Yeah, 50. It was fun.
Trying to think between the 5 days if I was at school, if I was at school for 10 hours each day. If I did 10 hours or 50 hours of school, because including tennis, because I do tennis, uh, it's like another like couple hours tagged in the end after school.
You know, back in my day, tennis was not school.
Well, yeah, well, that's partially because you were homeschooled.
Yeah, I may have put karate in as my extracurricular activity every once in a while.
Right. And
Yeah.
I've done like 4 different sports because I'm part of a charter school. So I've done
Hmm.
like I started out with baseball in 7th grade and didn't really like that, and so I did like soccer from 7th to 10th grade. Took off 11 or junior year, but I also did wrestling in 10th grade. I think it was 10th. No, wrestling in 9th grade. I think it was,
Oh yeah.
which was I don't know. I don't remember what year it was exactly, but it was a lot of fun, and it was really funny because I'm 6'1" and 120 pounds. So you get this stick that ends up in the flyweight that's like, I'm super flexible, so it's kind of hard to, do what they call a chicken wing. For anybody that knows wrestling terms, you know what I'm talking about. For
Is
anybody who
it like
doesn't, I'm sorry
is
because
it,
it's kind of hard to explain.
is it like where you stick your arms behind your back like a chicken and
So what they do is
on your elbow?
they put my hand on my neck and then put their hand under the gap in my arm and basically wedge my arm over my back to
Oh,
try
okay.
and
Okay, that
push
makes
me
sense.
over using my arm. And so
Yeah,
normally
yeah, yeah.
people just give up because their arms aren't flexible enough. But I just kind of,
Chicken.
yeah, they call that a chicken wing. So you can't roll me over because I got flexible arms and they just kind of go, but they don't break. They don't make that noise. They just go back into,
No,
you
no,
can't.
you're like Gumby except real.
Gumby except real and also not squishy.
Gumby except real and harder than Squishy the movie.
Squishy the movie. It's
Squishy the movie.
it's Squishy the movie. It's like the I've never watched Monsters vs Aliens, but like the slime from Monsters vs Aliens.
Bob. Yeah,
Yeah, I never watched. I don't know his name, but there's
that's
that for
Bob.
you. It's Bob. Hi, I'm Bob.
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 Yeah, Bob the Blob.
Um, and then I think I did tennis 10th grade year, and then took a break from like all sports and athletics things 11th grade year because I wanted to do marching bands this year, but because of COVID, there's no marching band. Also, we don't have a band director that's like being paid by the school because
Hmm.
we've had issues recently because the band director after the first one left, who I became really good friends with. She never watched my content, but hi, if you somehow happen to see me through the internet, hello. Uh,
Greetings. I am your student.
I exactly. But yeah, after she left, the next band director wasn't great, and I think got fired. So now we're like hiring teachers from a place called Music Learning Co. or something like that. So it's not even, it's like band directors for hire, not even like paid by this, like under the payroll of the school. It's, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like rent a band teacher. Uh, so that's why there's no marching band at our school this year, and I'm really sad because that would have been my last PE credit too, which means I wouldn't have had to have been in PE this year.
Hmm.
But anyway,
I'm sorry about that.
yeah. Um,
Hmm.
on the subject of Hard Gumby, I know I'm going back like 2 minutes. I don't know if I've told the story on the internet before. It's probably been mentioned somewhere, but I don't think I've told it on my channel. I was at youth group one time, one Wednesday evening, and we're playing a game, and like we're hitting a yoga ball around with pool noodles, cause as you do, cause youth games, right? Very relatable, right?
Yeah,
And
you. Yeah.
so I'm trying not to like touch the ball with like my body because that will give the other team a point. And so I like jump backwards out of the way of the ball, but then like fall on it and roll into my dad's car fender, denting
Head
my
first.
car fender with my face. I come out completely fine, like no concussion, nothing, just kind of a little like surprised by the whole ordeal. And it's like, yep, I'm invincible. That's how I figured it out. I'm invincible.
Yep.
That's a fun story that I like to tell everybody, and now everybody on the internet knows, all 17 of you.
And that number will grow.
Hopefully, yeah, that's the plan.
Isn't it weird how like, let's say with like YouTube celebrities, so many people know you on sometimes a very personal level, and you have no idea who these people are.
See, I don't really mind because like that's just I like talking to people and like having like an audience that's there, like talking to
Oh
y'all.
yeah, definitely.
The thing is like getting used to it because doing stuff like this, like Chaturdays with a friend, I can talk to the friend and we can bounce ideas off to each other, and like people learn things because we're having conversation, right?
Mm-hmm.
But like my solo content is like a lot more awkward and like slowed down because I just like think a lot while I'm playing the games, and you'll see that a lot with the strategy in FTL. But like actually carrying on a conversation with the audience while I'm playing a game, I haven't mastered that yet, so I don't really know the best way to do that.
Wish, well, I don't, I don't know. I don't know.
A lot of
My brain just decided to kaput on me as I was mid-sentence.
I've asked a couple of YouTubers in like their live feeds on like a premiere or like in live YouTube live streams, and they're like, just be yourself. I'm like, honestly, that's me.
Honestly,
I'll get
just
used
be
to the
myself.
whole
Are
YouTube
you sure?
thing eventually. So,
Are you sure I should just be myself?
I mean, you're pretty close to yourself when we do things on the internet together. So, I mean, I don't think there's any problem with that because you're a great human. So,
Thank you. You are also a great
oh, I
human.
thank you.
You're welcome.
No,
Now, something that I don't know if people, like, even on my channel know, though, um, speaking of just being myself, when I get really excited about something, I become monotone.
it's very ironic. It's like the opposite of what you would expect.
It's funny that you know.
I mean, you told me about this, but I like I picked up on this on certain things. Like I think you've done this like talking about certain games to me before. I'm like, aha.
Just like, imagine the first time I do that and you're like, what is this guy's issue?
It's like not an agree, but like politely.
Yeah.
Like if there's anything that I've learned like through just random conversation with people is how to nod and agree without making it look like you're just nodding and agreeing. Like it's a genuine nod and agree.
That's funny.
It's great.
Yeah.
Uh,
But then that can get you in some situations.
Thankfully, it hasn't yet, and I don't think I want to find out, so I'll just be a little bit more careful of that now.
Okay. I was just thinking of, like, maybe like your brain drifts off somewhere,
That
and then
hap-
they ask you something about the thing that you were just nodding to instinctively, and then you're caught.
See,
Just like,
I've done this and somehow managed to get away with it.
huh?
Apparently, I'm just very good at like picking out bits that are important enough that I can speak on and be like, this is reasonable.
Yeah.
And they're like, yeah, that makes sense. I'm like, I have no idea what I just said.
I could have told them to rob a bank, and I don't know.
It's like, go follow your dreams. I was like, okay, I'm off to go eat Saudi Arabian horses. I don't know.
Oh boy.
This is like gonna be a podcast. I should start doing podcasts. This is great. I'm loving this.
Yeah, it is. I was about to just completely repeat you in agreement.
Yeah.
Uh,
I think I just peaked. I was looking at my OBS audio and it just went all the way to red when I said yeah. I'm like, whoops.
yeah.
Yeah. I can't do it again, and I don't want to do it again, and y'all probably don't want to hear me do it again.
My morning voice is preventing me from voice cracking.
Oh, yeah. For anybody wondering about Chaturdays, these are recorded the same day they go up, unlike a lot of the rest of my content. So you'll get these, like, modernized, like, very up-to-date videos for the day they go up. And then, like, on Monday, you'll have a video that was recorded in, like, January.
Just like, what?
I actually don't know when the last Dandra video was recorded. The episode 4. I need to record more of those. Anyway.
Yeah, it is fascinating how, like, just for the sake of not spamming content, we'll throw in a video that we made more recently.
Right. No, but like because of schedules, like it's not spamming content. That's just what they are used to. Is Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I normally try
I
to get
guess it
them
just
up
feels
at
like that to me.
8 in the morning, but like Wednesday this week, I forgot to schedule my video.
Oh,
So I basically set it up and sent it off, scheduled it for 8:45, I think it was, in the morning, uh, before school.
oh.
Thankfully, I have late arrival, so that's like I can viably do that. But let me know in the comments below if you want content that comes out later on in the day as opposed to earlier, because like 8 in the morning is kind of not feasible for most people with like work and school schedules. So let me know down below what you think about that, because I want to know your opinion.
Yeah, then I already told my peeps their stuff, so yeah.
Yeah.
When it happens, it happens. I work full time, leave me alone.
Yeah. Well, now they know because they're going to be seeing this today. So hi, people of Saturday.
Yeah. Hi.
Well, howdy.
How you doing? Fancy weather we're having.
Well, in good old Texas, it's very cloudy right now. So if
It
you're
went from snow to like just t-shirt weather, and now it's like, okay, now we're simmering back down.
now we're in like jacket weather, but for me it's always jacket weather because it's me. But
Mm-hmm.
um, if you happen to be that one friend of mine that I met in an airport that lives in California that somehow stumbled across this, hi. I haven't like talked to you in forever, and I feel bad about that.
Ah, man, there are some people where it's like, I wonder how they're doing. I look and like at the last time we chat, and I left them as the last person to say something.
Yeah, this person, I was coming back from a missions trip to Jamaica because I'm a missionary kid, and so my parents are missionaries, and that's all that fun. So I get to go with the MK group, missionary kid group that's in Dallas, and so they go to Jamaica from time to time. And we were coming back one year, and like this one person, I met a person who's about my age, who was traveling alone to meet a friend in Texas. And so we ended up being on the same flight back from Houston, I think was where our layover was, coming back from Jamaica.
Oh,
And
yeah.
yeah, we became pretty good friends. We ended up sitting next to each other on the flight. And I got her Discord. And then like a couple days after that, we like didn't say anything to each other like again. So
Oh,
it's like meet a friend in an airport and then never talk to them again because you don't know them that well.
well, I mean, they might appreciate you just going like, "Hey, how you doing?"
Yeah. I shoot them a message
Came
and they're gonna
across
be
your
like,
mind.
wait, who are you again? uh, so yeah.
We were buddies. We were poor buddies.
I'm playing buddies! Oh man. Fun times before the world shut down.
Yep. Before doors close on this chapter, yeah.
Yeah. It'll be interesting going to college with all this mess.
That it would be. I'm certain of, just because of how awkward the workforce is right now.
Right. Like, school by itself hasn't been too bad. Like, I've gotten used to wearing a mask because, like, you gotta wear it every day.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you get used to it. Doesn't mean I like it, but it's part of life. So, I,
Unpopular opinion, I'm a rebel.
I'm a Well, I don't want to get into politics on this channel, so
No,
I'm gonna have to stop you right there, buddy.
You stop me
I'm,
because it's too early in the morning.
it's too early in the morning. It's 9:50. Like, come on. This
It's too
video.
early.
Uh, well, this is actually
I
kind
just
of.
want to
Oh,
go about shooting I-beams on my
shooting I
game right
beams.
here.
I don't get the reference. Strawn got it yesterday evening when we were recording Spiral Nights. Stay tuned for that on the channel. But I didn't. I there's Terraria I beam, but that's probably a reference to something else, and I don't know what it is.
Did I say I-beams yesterday?
I think Riley did. Meekles. Go check out her channel. Oh great, now I'll have to remember that in the description. There's a lot of things I gotta remember now.
And you have to remember college.
College. I mean, that's not bad. I just gotta like get all my money in for that. Please support this channel so I have money for college. Please.
Oh, I mean,
This is meant to be a hobby, but like, if it ends up being more than a hobby, that would be fun. It'd be a fun little like side job, but you know, that's for the future.
For the future.
Here we are in the future. Not gonna sing too much of that song because it's copyright.
Don't you just love it?
Gotta love it. Steven Universe stuff tends to get copyrighted pretty quickly, so, or at least from what I've heard. So
from what these people know now on the channel is they will hear a lot of pieces of songs.
yes, when I'm doing group content with Aiden and the gang, you'll hear us just sing random pieces of song. Cantina band.
Yeah.
Do 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 do. I know how to play this on French horn.
Yeah.
I can play some Star Wars pieces on French horn. It's great. Well,
I need to figure stuff out. But yeah, well.
This is kind of long for one of my content. 27 minutes. If you do enjoy the longer Chaturdays style content, please let me know, because I'm down to make more stuff like this, because you know this is fun and it's like a real chill kind of Saturday vibe. We just be vibing, bro. What?
It's Chaturday, my dude.
It's Chaturdays, my dudes. So if you did enjoy this, whatever, I mean, feel free to just play this stuff in the background while you're doing whatever. It's more podcasty than anything. And if you do want them to be longer, like podcast videos, I'm down for that. We'll just have like a rotating schedule of people to talk to while I'm doing these. So.
Yep. You'll get me some days, someone else some other days, or maybe just Mr.
Maybe
Ben
it's
B.
just me.
Yeah.
And these aren't going to be very, like, I know I posted 2 of these 2 weeks in a row, but like, don't expect these every week, because Saturdays, I also have, Saturday things to do, other than watch my favorite creators. So, if you did enjoy, please comment, like, and subscribe. Share if you know people that would like other stuff like this, or any other content that's on my channel. Go check out MrMcHeadBang. I mentioned Meeples briefly. Go check her out as well. I'll try to remember to put her link in the description. But, yeah. Thank y'all for watching. I'll see y'all in the bean can. Mr. Ben Bean, out.